This is poke salad, and I've always heard the roots and the berries are poisonous. That's what I've been raised to believe. But I can warn you, if you eat too much of this, it will give you stomach issues. I wasn't really able to go pick this, show you picking this in the wild because I wasn't really able to, but thanks to the person who did. And I just wanted to show you what it looks like after it's come off the hill and how to clean it, peel it, and prepare it a little bit. But this is what you call poke. And some of you may have heard the poke salad festival. But anyway, it's a time of year in the spring. This is not, well, let me not make you dizzy. This is getting to where it's a little too big. This is really, really young, small shoots of poke. You can see the purple here and what the leaves look like. These are really tender, and this is really the best time to pick it. And we're going to take what we can of these stalks, and we're going to peel them, and we're going to make some fried poke stalks. And it's really good. It tastes kind of like asparagus, but you got to peel it, you got to clean it, and these are the leaves. You can make a lot of stuff out of the leaves. You can make just like you do old-fashioned mustard greens, um, turnip greens, any kind of greens that like that. But I like to make poke cakes out of the leaves. And I cook my leaves a little bit more different. I run them through several batches of water because they are a little astringent when you eat them. If you eat too much of them, it will put the hurts on you. So you gotta watch. But this is what the stalk looks like. Here are the leaves. And we're going to see how this peels? And that's what we're going to do to all of this stalk. We're going to take and peel it. And we're going to pull the leaves off of the stalk like this. See how I'm pulling that? I just peel it all the way down and cut this string off of it. This is what comes off the stalk. We're going to do this the same way, these little shoots. We're going to do it like it too. So what I'm going to show you now is how to peel this. Kind of cut this off. Take the leaves, pull them off, cut them like that. You take and wash the leaves. These are what you cook. Peel the leaves off. Cut them off. This is what you have left, your stalk. You see how this purple peels off of here. And you're going to take your knife and kind of go like that and get this outer ribbon off of here. Just like this. And you're just gonna, when they're little like this, you really don't have to cut them in half unless you want to. Like these, if they're little and young like this, I just take and cut them into friable pieces. And here's the leaves. I already showed you that. And I'm going to do this piece. I'm going to peel the leaves off. Cut that part off. And I'm just going to take my knife, kind of just a little bit get the... It's not much work when they're little like this, okay? You just get this purple outer off of it. And you go like this to get to prepare it, to rinse it and prepare it for frying. But now when you get to a big stalk, okay, for example like this, you're going to take all the leaves off, peel all the leaves off. You can peel them off like that or just cut them. Just cut it. Okay, since we got all the leaves off, we're going to take our knife, kind of scrape it. Kind of get that purple outer stuff off of it. See how it's fibery, like an okra on the inside? We're just going to take this outer, just peel it off a little bit. Kind of like you would a carrot. Okay, and you're going to do this all the way down your stalk. Okay, just kind of peel it. And you see what it looks like on the inside. When they're big like this, I like to take them and split them in half to prepare them for frying. So just take them and split them in half like this. And I'm going to show you how to batter them up and deep fry them. And they taste a whole lot like cross between okra and asparagus, is what I describe the taste as. But that's how you, after you pick them and bring them in, this is how you cut them and get them ready to eat. Okay, what you want to do is let these come to a rolling boil for about 15 minutes, and I put mine through about 3 changes of water. So after this comes and it sets a boiling for 15 minutes, I take it over, dump the water out, put new water in it, boil it again. I do that about 3 times. It gets out a whole lot of the astringent properties out of your greens before you make or do anything with it. And I don't do all my greens like this, just the poke. 2. Okay, we're making the poke patties today, and I already have my eggs. I got them already beat up in a bowl here, and I'm going to chop these cooked, which I've cooked them 3 times, changed the water. of the poke greens, just the leaves. And you're just going to take and slice it up so we can mix it in our batter. Basically, that's what we're making, is a batter to fry. So you just want to chop this up pretty good. It don't have to be pureed, but you want it chopped pretty good. You can see about what kind of a amount here I got. Now I've pressed all the water out of it. We have our ingredients here. That was 2 eggs, in case I forgot to tell you. And we're just gonna just somewhat chop it up because it's already cooked pretty good. And we're gonna spoon it into our beat eggs. That's all I'm doing is just, that piece ain't cut up too good. You don't want big giant long pieces. About like that. In your batter. I'm just going to add it all to it. That piece is a little too long. And if you would like it smaller, you can make it smaller. Okay, I'm just taking my dear old time with this. I'm just gonna pick it up and dump it in here, so it don't take all day. We're just gonna pick up our cutting mat here. Just add it to it. We don't have to do it spoon by spoon. Okay, let's got that in now. Scoot it over a little bit. But that's what it's looking like. And this to the side. And now we're going to add some salt and pepper. And I just, if you like real salty stuff or whatever, just add what amount of salt that you like. I like a lot of pepper. I like it zesty. Make it zesty. And we're going to mix this up. And hopefully this pepper won't make me sneeze. So you're going to mix up your poke and your egg mixture with salt and pepper. And the next thing you're going to do to make your dough or your patties or your batter is you're going to add self-rising flour and self-rising buttermilk cornmeal. And I say about a cup of each, but it's really according to how much poke leaves you have, the amount that you want to add. So I'm going to add a cup each. And that'll make a whole bunch of patties. That's going to make a whole lot. And you just want to mix this up until it makes a little bit thicker than regular pancake batter. You don't want them runny, but you may have to add a few drops of water to it to thin it out, to make it thinner. But we're just going to mix this up and make a batter. And I'm not going to let you sit and watch me stir. So I'm going to stop and we'll come back. Okay, this is what consistency you want your batter. At least I do. That's the way I do mine. And this is after the egg, the cup of self-rising flour, and the cup of self-rising cornmeal looks like. And you're just going to take them by the spoonfuls like this and drop them in your meat. Turn it up to about medium heat on your stove. In your skillet with olive oil, which some people like to cook it in bacon grease or whatever oil that you like to use for deep frying. But I like using olive oil. And preheat your oil, let it get hot, and start dropping your patties in. You just start dropping your patties in like this. You take spoonfuls, drop it in your you don't need enough oil like you're deep frying, I don't know, say for example French fries. You don't need the oil that deep, because you're going to turn these. When they get brown on one side, you're going to flip them like you do a pancake. So you don't need a ton of oil to drop these in. Okay, I've dropped some spoonful amounts of my batter here. And I got them frying on medium heat. And when these get brown on one side, we're going to flip them and let them get brown on the other. Okay, so we've flipped them over to the other side. And this is what they look like a frying. This is way I like my browning to be. I don't like it to be done, but I like a little bit of crunch in there. I don't like it to be too brown. I like the crunch. Okay, so I made this a little bit smaller than the other patties. They're not as thick, but you can make them whatever size you want. If you want a little bite size, you can spoon them out like this. Okay, you can make these poke patties with whatever sides you like. If you like soup beans and cornbread and poke, or if you want chicken livers, that's what we're eating ours with. Chicken livers and onions, fried fish fillets, and potato wedges. So that's what we're going to eat with ours today. Okay, I just wanted to show you what they look like when they're ready to eat. They've been fried up, and I'm going to take my fork here and show you. You can tell they're still hot, the steam's coming out of them, but that's what they look like when you... So they're good. That's some good eating. I'm making a video about how to make poke stalks, or how to eat them, how to prepare them. So you get you some eggs and you beat them. And you beat them in a bowl. And here's the easy part. This makes it so much easier. Get you a Ziploc bag. Put a cup of self-rising flour and a cup of self-rising cornmeal. Get you prepared and cut up poke stalks. And I also put salt and pepper. Lots of salt and pepper in the same bag as the flour and cornmeal. And you dip them in your egg mixture. And then you just put them in the Ziploc bag. Close it and shake them up. And you want to get your olive oil or whatever oil that you use to deep fry with. Start getting it hot on medium heat. And I'm going to show you how to do one. Like this one. This one's a big one. So we're going to... You can use your fingers for clean. We're not fancy here. Or if you don't want it in there, don't want to make a mess, unlike me, use a fork. Okay, you want to take that. It's hard to do one-handed here with this camera. So I'm going to do this. I'm just going to put it in the bag. Just shake it up. Just give it a good coat. Like this. This makes it so much easier. You just get it out. Put it on your plate. Get you a couple ready to put in your frying pan. Just fry a few at a time and let them get brown. Now they're frying. I got them frying in the frying pan with some olive oil. And when these get brown on this side, we're going to flip them over to the other side. Okay, these are good and brown and we're ready to get them out. Okay, they've cooled down enough to make us a plate. You can eat it whatever meal you want, cornbread, whatever. And here's what they look like. And I'm gonna take me a bite. Good. Really, really good. And if you like asparagus and you like okra, you'll like these poke stalks. Delicious.